The upcoming super bantamweight fight between Luis Nery and Hovannisyan is going to be a super bantamweight bash. Being broadcast tonight, February 18th on Showtime. This is a fight to tune in and watch, and we'll discuss why in a moment. Boxing continues to get better and better in 2023 with these matchups of fighters who really need to be pressed toward the forefront of the sport. In the interim of the more familiar names, more popular fighters not coming together to do what the fans want, and that's to create exciting matchups. This evening we have a gem of a matchup between Luis Nery and Hovannisyan, who are coming together in a super bantamweight fight that will see these two men tested. It could be the last hurrah for either man, and that's where the excitement is, because you really do not know whom is ready for the challenge. Now, we do have these two gentlemen with, you look at their records, and we have Nery, who's entering this fight. He's 33-1 with 25 KOs. And out of his last 6 fights, he's had 1 split decision and a KO loss. And has he rebounded? Because the KO loss came to Brandon Figueroa in May of 2021, and he has since come back with a split decision victory over Carlos Castro and a TKO victory over David Carmona. But we don't know if he has rebounded from the loss to Brandon Figueroa, because he hasn't fought that type of style or someone with that type of temperament. And that's where it becomes very interesting for this fight, because Azat will bring something to challenge whether or not Nery has rebounded. Azat, a very tough guy, is coming into this fight with his record of 21-3, 17 KOs, and he is noted most for his close decision loss over Ray Vargas. And that's the fight that really put people's eyes on him. The way that this man battles, he comes with a physicality and strength that makes you call into question what's going on. Now, the loss to Vargas came in 2018, and that really was the last time that he suffered a defeat. But he hasn't been as active as he could be, but this is the type of man at 34 years old, you just don't want to give him chances. And Nery, who's 28, comes into this fight. He's going to have to be razor sharp with his boxing skills. He's going to have to keep his hands up. He has that terrible habit of dropping that left, and one of Azat's strongest punches happens to be an overhand right. His left hook isn't bad as well. Another test factor here will be the skills and ring IQ of Nery competing against the will and heart and desire of Azat. The two men have contrasting styles that should make for an interesting, exciting fight. And will Nery's chin hold up? At the age of 34, Azat is on the downside of prime, whereas Nery is entering prime. Will he be up for it? And having that stoppage just 3 fights ago, we don't know. They will come in condition. Super Bantamweight is a weight class that it allows these men to be very fast and sharp and strong at the same time. So power punching from Azat is going to be very important to keep an eye on. He had Ray Vargas shook up several times, but Vargas's length and the fact that he had a truly experienced corner in Beristain working with him showed that he was able to pull through. The intangibles are the factors that go in favor of him. Because he has competed on that level with a fighter like Vargas, a world champion, Nery hasn't met that type of challenge. And that is where you're going to see whether or not Azat brings that to this fight. And if Nery can enter this fight, use his boxing skills, because he's a very decent boxer. If he can maintain his focus. The focus is the important factor here for Nery. If he cannot keep it together mentally, psychologically, a fighter like Hovannisyan can walk through him. And that's a concern of mine here, because it's like what's inside, what's underneath the surface of the fighter that's going to be important here. Guaranteed that the winner of this fight may get another title shot, but who is ready for it? Is the aging, veteran, strong, power punching Azat ready to take it? Or is Nery ready to step up, show his wares, and show that he can rebound from the loss to Figueroa? That remains to be seen. But when I look at it, I'm kind of leaning toward Azat. This is not a vote against Luis Nery, who I like as a boxer. But something tells me that in the middle rounds, when the fight starts to get really rugged, Nery may lose focus. And that is a dangerous place to be with a fighter like this, who is like a little bit of a buzzsaw. I can see Azat coming on in the middle rounds and wearing Nery down. But what do you think? Leave comments and let's discuss further. It's going to be interesting. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Will Nery be able to stave off the challenge of Azat Hovannisyan? Let's hope. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.